Aquarius.
Aquarius. They are very dependent. They are different. They're against the norm. Their sun sign is Uranus. And the colors, I would go with kind of opposite colors, like black and white, blue or red, because they're moody and they like the opposite. They're very extreme also people, so most of the time you find them as that they like extreme stuff. Like red is very warm, passionate, hot color. At the same time, they would like the blue, which is cold and very calm and quiet and kind of distant, relaxing color. So you would find those two in them. Aquarius, they kind of earthy, even though they're air sign, which is tend to moody, very moody, changing ideas, kind of go with the flow, but against the norm, sort of a thing. They would go against the norm because they have their own ideas about things, and they're very independent, and they like to be distant. They don't like let people into their life, into their families, into them, unless they know them a long time or very trusty of them. But even though they still would like to have their own time by themselves. A lot of time you'll find Aquarius people as just in their own world. I call it the Aquarius world, because sometimes they would just sit and just kind of have different thoughts and different ideas, the whole movie is going on in their own head. They're very good with inventing things. They have a bright brain, good memory. They'll remember the slightest little things. They'll remember what you did to them in 6th grade. They're holding grudge, I would say. So they tend to hold grudge, and it's not that easy to get them rid out of it. They tend to hold things that hurt them. They may not show it to you, but they're gonna hold it inside, and as more as it gets and it gets and it gets, they're gonna let it out, and it's gonna be like an atomic bomb, because it's gonna all splash out into your face. You better be nice to them. Just accept them the way they are. Give them their freedom. Give them be individual. Give them be different. Their brain is so great. It's just so many inventors and investors in that sign. They're very good with everything electronical, everything in the future, creating things in the future, like computers, TVs, everything that involve this kind of stuff. Numbers, they're very good with numbers. Usually they're very good at math because they're always thinking, their brain's always working. Numbers, everything with numbers is excellent. They're very good at
even sell through the internet, just whatever it involves working with the computers and all this kind of stuff. Actually, one of the first people, Jill, he was a good inventor. He's the one that have an idea of create some kind of airplane, some kind of something gonna fly through the air, and he was Aquarius. And then after him, people already realized the idea and how much money it can bring, so then they created the airplanes. But he was the original. He had the original idea about that. They're always kind of thinking about the futuristic things. They like silver. Silver is a very futuristic color, and it's kind of neutral at the same time. And they tend to like it because it's kind of technology, and it's fresh and it's new. So it's also a great idea of a color for them. They're good as a partner. They're gonna be listening, and they're very loyal. They're very loyal people. You would rarely find Aquarius that would cheat and find different partners, because they're not that kind of a people. They like to stick with somebody, but somebody they really love and appreciate. They're not ones that are gonna go in different ways. They like to concentrate their ideas. They're very earthy. They're very much on the ground. They like to be very logical, very right, very everything that sounds good and logical.
like makes sense. Everything that makes sense, basically. They like to have a good impression, and it's very important for them what people think about them. It's very important for them what people pursued about them, what kind of idea people have about them. It's very important for them, even though everything is very bad inside and they have a hard feeling and they have a bad family life and they have like crisis, they not likely to show it. They would show like everything is fine, everything is great. They'll never discuss about that. They'll never even tell it to their own mom. They're very like in their own place, you know. It's very hard to let them open up. If you let them open up, if they trusted you that much and you let them open up, you better keep it. You better keep it safe and you better be there for them, because if you're gonna tell anybody about their problems or their secrets, once they close up for you, they're never gonna open up again. They're gonna be very hurt and they're gonna have it inside. They're gonna have this grudge inside. They're creative. They're very creative. They like everything that's also unusual and creative. And people that have a sparkle in them, they attract to people that like be against the normal. So somebody, let's say all the crowd is like one way wearing black, all the crowd is like talking in some way, they're always gonna try to the one in the corner that's completely different, wearing red, different hair, you know, different personality, different interests about life. That's the people they usually attract to. They even though the Aquarius, they like water and everything, they not really like water that much. I mean, it's not like they don't like showering, it's just that they try not to get involved around water much. But they like when everything pretty much organized, but they don't really like to organize it themselves. They like it to be like that, but they like it to be ready for them, sort of a thing. They can be the party animal, they can be the main center at some point, because they like it big crowds. Like when they talk, because they talk is so right and so logical and making sense, and to the crowd, people would really listen to them. But it's only as far as their work and whatever they need to do. Usually at home they would be completely like more like quiet and into them, you know, their own thing, and like again think about things and imagine and just dream about things that they want to achieve, or even like ideas they have. Good talkers, good talkers. Very good at writing like books, even like writing ideas. They need somebody kind of both ways for them. I mean, they need somebody to help balance them, because sometimes they can be a little off the ground, but at the same time they need somebody to also energize them, just bring a little more fire into their life, bring a little more energy, light them up in some ways. Because sometimes when they get into their own problems, they can just close up and just be all totally inside their own problems and be very depression, because they tend to, again, to the edgy stuff. They very like yes or no. They most of the time nothing in the middle. It's either yes or no. So you're gonna need to find somebody that's gonna help to balance them and also gonna help to lead them up, bring the energy, do unexpected things for them also. They're very clever, they're very smart. Even though like as a kids they wouldn't really study good at schools, they wouldn't really get a lot of studying, they wouldn't sit and like read and study, but they like naturally kind of very smart. They like have the total overview of the picture about some subject. They like can be just naturally like that, and some people would like be surprised how come they know it without actually reading it or like study about that. It's just because they're very logical, so everything like making sense for them, so they kind of finding out the true answers for it. Aquarius, they're very good. They're very good with Geminis. They're very good with the Libras. They're also going good with Aquarius as well. Like to Aquarius, it could be great because one Aquarius is gonna know exactly what the other one wants, since that's what he wants. You know, they're gonna like balance each other. The Aquarius women tend to be more moody, The Aquarius women are very moody, they're very like short edge, they're very short fuse, they can like get aggressive really easily, but when they see you're a true person, when they see you're not fake, when you're real, they're gonna understand their problem and then they're gonna fix it. So they're like real people. The Aquarius lady, she's romantic. She's definitely romantic, but again, she like unconventional love. She like unusual love also. She like different things from the partner. And since the Aquarius is like that, he like the unusual and different love as well. So they're gonna be very good together. Only thing they're gonna need to compensate about their moods and about what they want, because they like to stand for what they want. Aquarius with Gemini is very good. They're both air signs. The Gemini is more like positive. The Aquarius is more like neutral, not negative, but it's more kind of like neutral. But sometimes it can go a little bit to the negative area. So the Gemini is gonna help to balance it a little. It's gonna help you bring more positivity, more energy, more hyperness, more color into their life. They're very great. They're like amazing lovers because they both like unusual things in different ways, in different places, so that would be great for them. The Aquarius is also a good talker, and the Gemini are looking for a good talker, so that would be good. They're gonna have a very long, interesting conversations together, everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Aquarius and Libra. They're good because the Libra is gonna bring the balance. That's what I've been talking about. They need some kind of balance to balance between the black and white, and the Libra gonna bring the green. So this will be perfect for them. The Libra gonna help to calm them down, gonna help to also adjust their decision, gonna help to bring their, if they have any thoughts, the Libra gonna bring it to the action. The Libra gonna make it happen for them. So that would be great as a partners. The Libra gonna be great at the family, and they're both great with family. And the Aquarius looking for a partner they can trust, can be true to them, real to them, not gonna cheat, and the Libra gonna be good for it, for them. They're both good as a parents, but the Aquarius needs somebody to guide them towards them, and the Libra again gonna be good with that since they have a lot of patience and caring, and they're great with children. It's gonna be very good together. They don't like fakeness. If they're anybody fake, when they see somebody that not real or fake or not themselves, they hate it. It irritates them, and most of the time they can't even control themselves. They're not gonna hide it, they're gonna show it. You'll see when Aquarius doesn't like somebody, you can usually see it on their face, you can see it on their eyes, you can literally see it. They don't like this person. They can't be fake to them. They can't say I love you when they don't. They just can't. They're gonna be very straightforward with you. They're very on the ground, very straightforward. So you better be real and true and be yourself. If Aquarius would have a little bit more positivity, not just like let's say looking at the real light. Let's say if they're gonna have a little bit more happy imagination, they could create more things in life because they have a great brain, but sometimes because they're very realistic and they think like, let's say, some kind of invention in reality not gonna happen, so it stops them from creating it further down. You know what I mean? That's why the Gemini would go good with that, because they like off the hook, and it's gonna be good with the Aquarius to make their ideas come true.